Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Julia, and you know what the deal is. I'm setting up my October spreads in my bullet journal, and this month's theme was suggested by a subscriber that knows that I absolutely love forensic science, true crime, and the Crime Junkie podcast. With us getting into spooky season, I thought it was the perfect theme for this month. I'm also featuring some very fitting music by one of my good friends, Maverick Hunter, so if you're into the dark vibes, I'll leave his links down in the description for you so you can check that out. Finally, I had so much fun making stickers for the giveaway last month that I decided to go at it again and leave some free printables for this theme down in the description so you can recreate this in your own journal. So yeah, grab your journal, your favorite snacks, and let's get to it. So getting right into it, for the quote page, I'm going with a common saying from the podcast. When the co-host Britt is just creeped out by a crime scene or just some weird coincidence in the case, she just goes, full body chills. So I thought that would be a pretty fun quote to kick off the month. I'm trying to go super graphic with this bold slanted block letter font. Then I'm going to be filling in the background with these like wavy contour lines that sort of reminded me of fingerprint patterns. And this will be a graphic motif that I'll try to use throughout the month to sort of unify it all. It's super simple to do. You just make some initial organic shapes and then you just keep following that shape outwards and inwards until the entire space is filled. It's super organic and fun to do, really. So for the other cover page, I'm going to be working with the podcast logo and sort of playing off the intro as well. It's going to say, "Hey Junkie, I'm your host, Julia." It's just another fun play to kick off the month. So in the logo, the word junkie is made up of all of these different pills. So to sort of mimic that look, I'm going to scribble these tiny circles to fill up the letters. So whenever you go over the same spot multiple times, it gets darker and creates depth. And I'm just pretty much being loosey-goosey and then going back over with some other colors to give the illusion of the pills. I actually got these zebra click art markers not too long ago, and I actually really like them. They feel really great in my hand. I like the tip size. They are easily becoming one of my favorite markers, but they are not playing well with this particular journal's paper, and I did not realize this until after I turned the page. So in hindsight, I probably would have used another marker here, because it bled so badly. Oh, while I'm just doing this monthly page, I'm panicking and thinking of ways that I can fix this bleeding situation. And then it comes to me, covered up with dot grid paper. So I'm literally just going to glue down some extra dot grid paper where it's bleeding through and call it good. Luckily, it's just a small bit of lettering that bled through. And another lucky thing, this is my last month dealing with this. So yeah, I'm going to count my blessings here. For the October header, I'm going in with the same technique as the cover page to make it look like the word October is made up of colorful pills. And man, I really like how this lettering turned out. It's really so simple but looks so complex whenever it's done. Down the side of the page, I'm going to doodle a knife because, you know, murder and all. And this, dare I say, cute doodle of legs sticking out of a trash can. I actually found this design as a sticker on Etsy, and I'll link that down below in the description to give the original artist credit there. But I'm pairing that with another common quote from the show, "It's never a mannequin," because sometimes dead bodies are mistaken for discarded store mannequins, as odd as that sounds. But I'm gonna also do a evidence box, a taped up evidence box down at the bottom. So this is basically a timeline. So you have the murder weapon, you have the body getting discarded, and then you have the evidence on the case. So, man, yeah, this is dark. So to finish this spread, I am just putting in a quick place for 3 goals for the month, as well as my YouTube growth tracker. And then I'm just gonna top it off, sprinkle it with some washi tape. I do really like how this spread turned out, and I'm quite pleased that you can't see very much of the bleeding, so I'm definitely counting this as a journal hack. Or maybe just check your pens and markers beforehand in the back of your journal or on a scrap piece of paper, like I should have done. So this month I wanted to try something a bit different for the habit and mood tracker. I've got it set up like an evidence room shelf using some basic alphabet stamps for that header, but I'm drawing in 31 boxes and the lid of the box will correlate to my mood. Then on the boxes themselves, sort of like a sorting sticker or something, each box on the sticker will correlate to a different habit. So the first square will always be if I read, the second if I'm drinking water, and so on. So it should look pretty cool at the end of the month. Hopefully that's not super confusing, but you'll see. I'm going back to my box a day spread this month, calling the page Case Logs this time around to be on brand. I think I like the square layout more than the daily log spread I did last month, and it's a super simple grid layout. I'm also keeping my meal log page this month as well, which is the exact same setup as this one. I do believe it's my 3rd month using the meal log spread, and I'm pretty much on a roll with it and have enjoyed using it as a reference so I don't make the same meals over and over again, and so I can keep an eye on how much we order takeout. This next page is a new one, and I've been wanting to do something like this the last couple of months. It's essentially a what I'm into page. So throughout the month, I can print out photos of albums that I'm into, movies, shows, books, whatever, and just sort of use this like a graffiti wall snapshot of my interests. This really serves no functional purpose, but I do think it'll be super fun to look back on later down the line. Another sort of trope on the podcast is having an if I go missing folder on your computer that has some vital information about you. So I thought it would be fun to include a finder window of that folder and my very own fingerprint. Another spread that has been working for me is the privacy notes spread. This is just like a brain dump for more sensitive information, and I can easily tape the pages closed once I'm done, and it's just easier to share my journal this way. For this one, I'm doodling like court documents maybe, and you'll see with some of these documents that some of the areas are blacked out or redacted so you can't read them. So I thought super relevant, crime-centric, graphic for this particular page. I'm also going to go in and just bring that fingerprint swirl pattern back in different colors to finish this one off. The last spread in this setup is of course the weekly setup. There's only 4 days in this first week of October, so it gave me a little more room to have fun. Along the bottom, I'm throwing in another Crime Junkie quote. The whole quote is "Be weird, be rude, stay alive," but I'm just going with "stay alive." I'm using my iris to make circles. I got this as a birthday gift earlier this year, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful tool for making circles, and I've really enjoyed having it in my supply arsenal. Of course, I'll link as many supplies as I can down in the description. Over on the right page, I'm doing my usual wash day report to track my curly girl wash days and leaving a pretty big area for notes, or in this case, findings. I decided to go a little nuts with this page and fill in most of the blank areas with some of that dotted pill motif to give the entire page just some texture and tie it into the theme even more. And yeah, this was super tedious, but I think it was well worth it. Oh, before I forget, I am streaming the weekly spreads live on Twitch every Sunday, so definitely follow me over there and on Instagram so you can get a better look at how the entire theme ends up turning out. And hey, I want to hang out with you guys even more. But before I show off that final flip through, I just want to thank you guys for checking out the setup, and I also wanted to invite you to give this video a like if you enjoyed it and subscribe to the channel so you know when a new one goes up. So this is my last theme in this journal, and I'll be creeping into a new one really soon. Again, thank you guys so much, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, junkies. And if you like this video, here are a couple more I think you would enjoy.